So, hey guys, Chauzu here. It's time to test out 5 plus Shanks from last Kizuna. And yeah, he's pretty decent. He also has Super Tandem, which is interesting, of course. A good captain from free to play, 4.25 times attack to Sai. And he also makes Tandem matching and makes Sai and Tandem more common, which is nice. Special reduces paralysis by 6, resilience and damage threshold by 6, gives us 2.75 times chain boundary, and changes bottom row to tandem. So yeah, does a lot by 6 turn even, so that's a nice free to play to own. And he also makes side tandem matching as sub, which is very cool, of course. Super tandem, 1.5 times attack to Sai, but like free to play only get 1.5, but it's still better than not having super tandem. That gives a nice potential team building. So yeah, I thought I'd use one team with double Shanks as captain, and I ended up doing Arena Mihawk since it was designed for versus Shanks back in the day, but now we're going to be there with double free to play Shanks instead. And yeah, I built a team mostly focused around the units that Shanks can do super tandem with. So bottom left is the 5 plus Uta, who isn't boosted by Shanks, but her special is really nice for Arena Mihawk. The Yasop is an old treasure map rear recruit Yasop, who doesn't do a lot here. He removes one final turn of attack down, and he has a color affinity support for last stage, that's it. Luffy, very nice though. We have the support Mihawk to set defense to 0 final stage. And we also use Luffy to get a color affinity and full board of Sai orbs for stage 4. And yeah, we have my favorite cheat unit in V2 Kuzan, who will handle most stuff final stage by himself. So yeah, we are stalling 2 turns up against Moria, and then we take him out. Uta has a tandem orb, so we can get the super tandem for extra damage. And with that, we have no issues taking out Moria. Moving on to next stage. And yeah, we're going to use Uta special twice here. That will give us a big chain boost and a self-proc death down conditional, as well as removing almost every debuff here. We just have 1 turn of attack down left, which the Yasop will handle. After this we use Luffy's special, color affinity boost, a lot of Sai orbs. And then we use the Captain Shanks, change bottom row to tandem, flank support for an orb boost. And yeah, now we've consumed enough Sai orbs to let Kuzan use his double special final stage. See, I wanted to use Kuzan with Shanks since Shanks' captain ability does make Sai and tandem more common. So that does help Kuzan's double special, of course, getting more Sai orbs. So yeah, that's the defense covered. Got color affinity from Luchi support. Kuzan twice for attack and orb boost, and he also remove all of the damage threshold and rainbow shield. We have the Akainu support for a chain lock. This lets us use Shanks, since we can't use him otherwise, since you're not allowed to use chain lock or chain boundaries this stage. Just for the super tandems, we got the super tandem as well now, so this is going to be really big damage. We don't even need to hit with every unit here. Or we do, but yeah, it's overkill anyway. So yeah, let's try out Shanks as a sub instead. We're going to do Arena Brook, and we're doing a funny looking team. Also with all you need for Shanks super tandem, like we got Yasop on the team in terms of Usopp Yasop. And we also have a Luffy on the team, so we got the units needed for the super tandem. We also have a lot of swaps that gives resistance, so I figured we'd make use of that. Sadly, there's not any big synergy. Like, there is some, like Kinemon and Danjiro are both free spirit and slashers, so they benefit both from the free spirit resistance from Usopp Yasop swap, but also from their own swap that gives resistance to slashers. And basically, if you don't know how resistant works, all of these stack. So any free spirit and slasher, for example, like Kinemon Danjiro, get all of the benefits of the swap. And it's also why Usopp and Yasop swap is a little bit better than it sounds on paper, because sure, it's just 30% of free spirit and shooter resistance on the super swap, but that it's added up for them, so they themselves gets like 60% resistance from the super swap. And if you run both and get both super swaps in one turn, it's 120%, so that's substantial, of course. So yeah, now the run starts for real, we're done with the stalling. And yeah, we're going to rely on the resistance buff to do enough damage this stage. And yeah, it's a good opportunity to try out Usopp Yasop captains. I don't really think they're a unit you should use as captain. I think Subconscious made a great showcase of them, and he's very good with wonky stuff like abusing delay, stuff like that. I'm not as good with such stuff, but yeah, I do like more conventional puzzles. Use the level limit break Korra to give a tandem orb as well, so we can abuse the super tandem this stage. So yeah, very easy kill. And we move on to the final stage. Luffy has the Boulay support, so we handle the block orbs. Shanks is on the team because he handles the damage threshold, and the chain boundary lets us ignore that decreased chain. Kinemon Denjiro handles the other buffs that Shanks doesn't. And we have the Cavendish support on Usopp and Yasop just to stop Kinemon Denjiro from getting an ore boost, since that's not allowed. And yeah, now we can add the super tandem as well, and as you probably figure, it's going to be some big damage here. Super tandem is just Sido, so that's pretty dumb. So I'll try and set that up for that, but whatever. At least we gave a good super tandem showcase in the first one. So yeah, see that as DM or whatever, a bit of disrespect to the Brook. So yeah, that's the kill. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.